Ustad Adam, I have a problem. Every time I try to talk about technology in Arabic, I sound like a beginner.
What do you mean? Tell me what you want to say.
I want to say I need to upload the file and encrypt it, but I don't know the verbs. I just say, I want to put the file and make it secret.
Okay. Stop right there. You are not alone. But this ends today.
So we are fixing this for everyone.
Yes. Welcome to our new series, Tech Talk Arabic. Let us master 30 advanced tech verbs together.
Okay, Ustad Adam, let's start with a super common situation. I have this huge video file on my phone that I need to move to my computer. How do I say, I transferred the large video file to my laptop in proper Arabic?
Marhaban. Perfect starting point. The verb you need is نقل ينقل, which means to transfer data from one place to another. Here's your sentence. نقلت ملف الفيديو الكبير إلى لابتوبي. In English, I transferred the large video file to a laptop. Listen to the Arabic again. نقلت ملف الفيديو الكبير إلى لابتوبي. Now let's break it down. نقلت, I transferred, this is our core verb. ملف, the file. Notice the fatha because it's the object. الفيديو, the video, describing what type of file. الكبيرة, the large, adjective, so it gets fatha too. إلى لابتوبي, to my laptop. So, it's I transferred, plus the file, plus the video, plus the large, plus to my laptop.
Love it! Now, what about when I want to put something online? Like, I will upload the new video to my channel tonight.
For this, we use حمل يحمل, which is fascinating because it can mean both upload and download depending on context. Your sentence سأحمل الفيديو الجديد على قناتي الليلة. In English, I will upload the new video to my channel tonight. Say it with me. سأحمل الفيديو الجديد على قناتي الليلة. Breakdown. سأحمل, I will upload. الفيديو الجديد, the new video, object with fatha. على قناتي, on my channel. الليلة, tonight. But here's the cool part. If I say حملت التطبيق من الإنترنت, it means I downloaded the application from the internet. Same verb, different context.
That's so useful. Now, what about saving important work, like I saved the document before the electricity went out?
For saving, we use حفظ يحفظ, which means to save or preserve data. Your sentence, حفظت المستند قبل انقطاع الكهرباء. In English, I saved the document before the electricity went out. Listen carefully. حفظت المستند قبل انقطاع الكهرباء. Breakdown. حفظت, I saved. المستند, the document, with fatha. قبل انقطاع, before the cutting off. الكهرباء, the electricity.
Perfect. And when I need to clean up space, like I deleted the old photos from my phone.
For deleting, we use حذف يحذف, meaning to delete or remove data. Say, حذفت الصور القديمة من هاتفي. In English, I deleted the old photos from my phone. Again in Arabic. حذفت الصور القديمة من هاتفي. Breakdown: حذفت, I deleted. الصور, the photos. القديمة, the old. من هاتفي, from my phone.
Last one. How about copying files? Like, I copied the files to the external hard disk.
The verb here is نسخ ينسخ, which means to copy or duplicate data. Your sentence: نسخت الملفات إلى القرص الصلب الخارجي. In English, I copied the files to the external hard disk. Say it with me. نسخت الملفات إلى القرص الصلب الخارجي. Breakdown: نسخت, I copied. الملفات, the files. إلى القرص, to the disk. الصلب الخارجي, the hard external.
Ustaz Adam, let's level up. I want to talk about creating things in Arabic. How would I say, I programmed a new application for my company?
Excellent progression. The verb you need is برمجة, يبرمج, which means to program or write code. Here's your sentence. برمجت تطبيقا جديدا لشركتي. In English, I programmed a new application for my company. Listen to the Arabic again. برمجت تطبيقا جديدا لشركتي. Now, let's break it down. برمجت, I programmed, our core verb. تطبيقا, an application, indefinite object with tanween fatha. جديدا, new, adjective following the noun. لشركتي, for my company. The lam shows purpose.
That's awesome. Now, what if I'm working on improving software? Like, I developed the website last month. For development, we use طور, يطور, which means to develop or enhance. Your sentence: طورت الموقع الإلكتروني الشهر الماضي. In English, I developed the website last month. Say it with me. طورت الموقع الإلكتروني الشهر الماضي. Breakdown. طورت, I developed. الموقع, the website, object with fatha. الإلكترونية, electronic, adjective. الشهر الماضي, last month. Perfect. Now for security. How do I say, I encrypted the important files?
For encryption, we use شفر, يشفر, which means to encrypt or encode data. Your sentence: شفرت الملفات المهمة. In English, I encrypted the important files. Listen carefully. شفرت الملفات المهمة. Breakdown: شفرت, I encrypted. الملفات, the files, plural object. المهمة, important, adjective.
Great. Now for design work. How about I designed the user interface for the application?
For design, we use صمم, يصمم, which means to design, especially UI, UX. Say, صممت واجهة المستخدم للتطبيق. In English, I designed the user interface for the application. Again, in Arabic, صممت واجهة المستخدم للتطبيق. Breakdown. صممت, I designed. واجهة المستخدم, the user interface. للتطبيق, for the application. Last one for creation. How about I created a new account on the platform? The verb here is أنشأ, ينشئ, which means to create or establish. Your sentence: أنشأت حسابا جديدا على المنصة. In English, I created a new account on the platform. Say it with me. أنشأت حسابا جديدا على المنصة. Breakdown. أنشأت, I created. حسابا, an account, indefinite object. جديدا, new, adjective. على المنصة, on the platform.
Ustad Adam, let's talk tech problems. How do I say I solved the technical problem quickly in Arabic?
For problem solving, we use حل يحل, which means to solve or resolve issues. Here's your sentence. حللت المشكلة التقنية بسرعة. In English, I solved the technical problem quickly. Listen to the Arabic again. حللت المشكلة التقنية بسرعة. Now let's break it down. حللت, I solved, our core verb. المشكلة, the problem, object with فتحة. التقنية, technical, adjective. بسرعة, with speed, adverb.
Perfect. Now, when I'm fixing code errors, I debugged the program yesterday.
For debugging, we use صحح, يصحح, which means to debug, correct, or fix errors. Your sentence. صححت البرنامج أمس. In English, I debugged the program yesterday. Say it with me. صححت البرنامج أمس. Breakdown. صححت, I debugged or corrected. البرنامج, the program, object with فتحة. أمس, yesterday.
Now, for security issues, how about the virus infected my computer?
For infection, we use أصاب يصيب, which means to infect or affect with malware. Your sentence. أصاب الفيروس حاسوبي. In English, the virus infected my computer. Listen carefully. أصاب الفيروس حاسوبي. Breakdown. أصاب, infected, past tense. الفيروس, the virus, subject. حاسوبي, my computer, object.
Important one. How do I say I protected the network from attacks?
For protection, we use حمى يحمي, which means to protect or defend. Say, حميت الشبكة من الهجمات. In English, I protected the network from attacks. Again in Arabic. حميت الشبكة من الهجمات. Breakdown. حميت, I protected. الشبكة, the network, object. من الهجمات, from attacks.
For syncing devices, I synchronized my phone with the cloud.
The verb here is نسق ينسق, which means to synchronize or coordinate. Your sentence. نسقت هاتفي مع السحابة. In English, I synchronized my phone with the cloud. Say it with me. نسقت هاتفي مع السحابة. Breakdown. نسقت, I synchronized. هاتفي, my phone. مع السحابة, with the cloud.
Let's get connected. How do I say, I connected my phone to the Wi-Fi network in Arabic? For connecting devices, we use وصل يصل, which means to connect or link. Here's your sentence. وصلت هاتفي بشبكة الواي-فاي. In English, I connected my phone to the Wi-Fi network. Listen to the Arabic again. وصلت هاتفي بشبكة الواي-فاي. Now let's break it down. وصلت, I connected,
our core verb. هاتفي, my phone, object. بشبكتي, to the network connected with. الواي-فاي, Wi-Fi.
Great. Now what about networking computers? Like I networked the office computers.
For networking, we use شبكة, يشبك, which means to network or interconnect devices. Your sentence, شبكت حواسيب المكتب. In English, I networked the office computers. Say it with me. شبكت حواسيب المكتب. Breakdown. شبكت, I networked. حواسيب, computers, plural object. المكتب, the office, possessive case.
Perfect. Now for cloud storage. I stored the files in the cloud.
For cloud storage, we use خزن, يخزن, which means to store or save in storage. Your sentence, خزنت الملفات في السحابة. In English, I stored the files in the cloud. Listen carefully. خزنت الملفات في السحابة. Breakdown. خزنت, I stored. الملفات, the files, plural object. في السحابة, in the cloud.
Love it. Now for performance. I boosted the internet speed.
For boosting speed, we use زاد سرعة, يزيد سرعة, which literally means to increase speed. Say, زدت سرعة الإنترنت. In English, I boosted the internet speed. Again in Arabic. زدت سرعة الإنترنت. Breakdown. زدت, I increased. سرعة, the speed of, in possessive case. الإنترنت, the internet.
Last one. When things go wrong, the update disabled my application.
The verb here is عطل, يعطل, which means to disable or crash or make something not work. Your sentence, عطل التحديث تطبيقي. In English, the update disabled my application. Say it with me. عطل التحديث تطبيقي. Breakdown. عطل, disabled or crashed. التحديث, the update, subject. تطبيقي, my application, object.
Let's dive into the world of data in AI. How do I say, I analyzed the user data carefully in Arabic?
For data analysis, we use حلل يحلل, which means to analyze or examine data. Here's your sentence. حللت بيانات المستخدمين بعناية. In English, I analyzed the user data carefully. Listen to the Arabic again. حللت بيانات المستخدمين بعناية. Now let's break it down. حللت, I analyzed, our core verb. بياناتي, data of, in possessive case. المستخدمين, the users, plural possessive. بعناية, with care, adverb.
Fantastic! Now for AI predictions. The system predicted the market trends.
For AI predictions, we use توقع, يتوقع, which means to predict or forecast. Your sentence, توقع النظام اتجاهات السوق. In English, The system predicted the market trends. Say it with me. توقع النظام اتجاهات السوق. Breakdown. توقع predicted. النظام the system subject. اتجاهات trends of possessive case. السوق the market.
Perfect. Now for machine learning. The algorithm learned from the data.
For machine learning, we use تعلم يتعلم, which means to learn or acquire knowledge. Your sentence تعلم الخوارزمي من البيانات. Listen carefully. تعلم الخوارزمي من البيانات. Breakdown. تعلم learned. الخوارزمي the algorithm. Subject. من البيانات from the data.
Great! Now for automation. I automated the work process.
For automation, we use نسب ينسب, which means to automate or make automatic. Say, نسبت عملية العمل. In English, I automated the work process. Again, in Arabic, نسبت عملية العمل. Breakdown. نسبت I automated. عملية the process of. Possessive case. العمل the work.
Last one for AI. How about the program recognized the facial pattern?
The verb here is ميز يميز, which means to recognize or distinguish patterns. Your sentence ميز البرنامج النمط الوجهي. In English, the program recognized the facial pattern. Say it with me. ميز البرنامج النمط الوجهي. Breakdown. ميز recognized. البرنامج the program. Subject. النمط the pattern. Object. الوجهية facial. Adjective.
Let's talk about daily digital life. How do I say, I streamed the football match live in Arabic? For streaming content, we use بث يبث, which means to stream or broadcast live. Here's your sentence. بثثت مباراة كرة القدم مباشرة. In English, I streamed the football match live. Listen to the Arabic again. بثثت مباراة كرة القدم مباشرة. Now, let's break it down. بثثت, I streamed, our core verb. مباراة, match of, possessive case. كرة القدم, football. مباشرة, live, adverb. Perfect. Now for browsing. I browsed social media this morning. For browsing, we use تصفح يتصفح, which means to browse or scroll through content. Your sentence. تصفحت مواقع التواصل الاجتماعي هذا الصباح. In English, I browsed social media sites this morning. Say it with me. تصفحت مواقع التواصل الاجتماعي هذا الصباح. Breakdown. تصفحت, I browsed. مواقع, sites of, possessive case. التواصل الاجتماعي, social communication. هذا الصباح, this morning. Great. Now for tagging people. I tagged my friend in the photo. For tagging, we use تعلق يتعلق, which means to tag or mention someone. Your sentence. تعلقت صديقي في الصورة. In English, I tagged my friend in the photo. Listen carefully. تعلقت صديقي في الصورة. Breakdown. تعلقت, I tagged. صديقي, my friend, object. في الصورة, in the photo. Love it. Now for sharing content. I shared the news on my personal page. For sharing, we use نشر ينشر, which means to share
post or publish. Say, نشرت الخبر على صفحتي الشخصية. In English, I shared the news on my personal page. Again in Arabic, نشرت الخبر على صفحتي الشخصية. Breakdown, نشرت, I shared. الخبر, the news, object. على صفحتي, on my page. الشخصية, personal, adjective.
Last one, for reporting issues. I reported the fake account to the administration.
The verb here is أبلغ, يبلغ, which means to report or notify authorities. Your sentence: أبلغت عن الحساب المزيف للإدارة. In English, I reported the fake account to the administration. Say it with me. أبلغت عن الحساب المزيف للإدارة. Breakdown. أبلغت, I reported. عني, about. الحساب المزيف, the fake account. للإدارة, to the administration.
Ustad Adam, before we finish, what final advice do you have for our Arabic learners who want to master these tech verbs?
Excellent question. Here's my advice. Don't try to memorize all 30 verbs at once. Pick just 2 to 3 verbs each day and practice them in sentences related to your work or daily life. The key is consistency. 15 minutes of daily practice is better than 3 hours once a week.
That's great advice. And what about remembering all these conjugations?
Focus on the patterns. Notice how most verbs follow similar patterns in past and present tense. Once you recognize these patterns, learning new verbs becomes much easier. Also, try to think in Arabic when you're using technology. Ask yourself, how would I say this action in Arabic?
Wonderful tips. So, to summarize what we covered today, we learned 5 essential verbs for modern digital life. بث for streaming, تصفح for browsing, تعلق for tagging, نشر for sharing, and أبلغ for reporting.
Exactly. And remember, these aren't just vocabulary words. They're tools that will help you communicate naturally in the digital Arabic world.
If you found this lesson helpful, do us a huge favor. Smash that like button. It really helps other learners find this content. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video. Comment below. Tell us which of these 5 verbs you use most often in your daily life. In our next video, we'll be covering Arabic verbs for business and professional settings. You don't want to miss it.
And remember, the journey to Arabic fluency is a marathon, not a sprint. Keep practicing, stay consistent, and we'll be here to guide you every step of the way. Ma'asalama.
Thank you for watching. Until next time, keep learning and keep speaking Arabic. Assalamu alaikum.